Have you ever looked at a modern building and wondered what gives it that sleek, durable finish? For years, materials like aluminum siding were the go-to, but today, there's a new champion on the block that's tougher, more versatile, and surprisingly eco-friendly. I'm talking about fiber cement board. So, why are architects and builders everywhere making the switch? Stick around, because we're about to go on an incredible journey from raw dust to the resilient panels that are reshaping our cities. First off, what exactly is fiber cement board? Imagine a superhero material for your house. It's a composite made primarily from cement, sand, and cellulose fibers. Yes, that's basically wood pulp. This combination creates a board that's incredibly strong, yet workable. It doesn't rot like wood, it doesn't dent like aluminum, and it won't be a snack for termites. It's the best of all worlds, packed into one sleek panel. But how do we get from a pile of sand and some wood fibers to a building material that can withstand almost anything? The magic happens in the factory. Our journey begins with gathering the raw materials. It's like baking a cake, but on an industrial scale. The main ingredients are Portland cement, which acts as the binder, finely ground sand for body and strength, and cellulose fibers, often sourced from sustainably managed forests. These fibers are the secret sauce. They act like a reinforcing skeleton within the board, giving it flexibility and preventing it from becoming brittle. Finally, we add water, the catalyst that will kickstart the chemical reaction to bind everything together. Each ingredient is carefully selected and measured to ensure the final product has the exact properties we need. Next up is the mixing and forming stage. All those raw materials are poured into massive industrial mixers. Think of a giant kitchen blender. The goal is to create a perfectly uniform slurry, a thick, grade-supplied mixture where every particle of sand, cement, and fiber is evenly distributed. This consistency is absolutely critical. Any clumps or uneven spots could create a weak point in the final board. Once the slurry is perfectly blended, it's time to give it shape. The mixture is pumped onto a conveyor belt system. Here, it flows onto a continuously moving felt blanket. A large, rotating cylinder picks up a thin layer of this slurry with each rotation, building up the sheet layer by layer until it reaches the desired thickness. It's a precise and continuous process, creating a massive, continuous sheet of wet fiber cement. Now we enter the most crucial phase, curing and strengthening. The soft, pliable sheet of fiber cement is still very fragile. First, it gets pressed by heavy rollers to squeeze out excess water and compact the material. This initial pressing makes the sheet denser and stronger. After this, the boards are carefully stacked with separator plates between them and moved into a pre-curing chamber. Here, they sit for a period, allowing the cement to begin its initial hydration process, hardening just enough to be handled. But the real transformation happens in the autoclave. This is not your average oven. An autoclave is a high-pressure, high-temperature steam chamber. The stacks of boards are sealed inside, and for several hours, they are subjected to intense heat and pressure. This process, called autoclaving, forces a chemical reaction that crystallizes the cement and sand, fusing them with the cellulose fibers. This doesn't just dry the board. It fundamentally changes its molecular structure, creating an incredibly dense, stable, and durable material. This is what gives fiber cement board its signature strength and resistance to fire and moisture. It's the trial by fire, or rather, trial by steam, that forges its legendary toughness. We're almost at the finish line. After emerging from the autoclave, the boards are fully hardened but still in their rough, large format state. Now, it's time for the finishing touches. The massive sheets are moved to cutting stations where high-precision saws trim them into standard-sized panels for siding, soffits, or trim. The edges are beveled and the surfaces are often sanded to create a smooth, paint-ready finish. For some products, a factory-applied coating or primer is added. This not only gives the board its final color, but also adds another layer of protection against the elements, ensuring it looks great for decades. Throughout this entire journey, quality is paramount. At every single step, from testing the raw materials to inspecting the final painted panel, rigorous quality control checks are performed. Samples are taken to test for strength, density, water absorption, and dimensional accuracy. Sophisticated sensors and cameras monitor the production line, flagging any imperfections. Only the boards that meet the strictest standards make it out of the factory. This commitment to quality is why fiber cement has become so incredibly popular. It's a product builders and homeowners can trust. Its resistance to fire is a major safety feature. It won't warp or swell when exposed to rain, and pests like termites and woodpeckers simply aren't interested. Plus, it can be made to look like wood, stucco, or smooth stone, offering incredible design flexibility. So, the next time you see a beautiful building clad in these sleek panels, you'll know the incredible story behind them. It's a journey that starts with simple, natural ingredients like sand and wood pulp. Through a precise process of mixing, forming, and intense pressure cooking in an autoclave, these humble materials are transformed into one of the most durable and versatile building products on the market. From a gray slurry to a fortress-like panel, the manufacturing of fiber cement board is a perfect blend of natural science and engineering genius. Thank you so much for joining me on this factory tour. If you found this process as fascinating as I do, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into how our world is built. Let me know in the comments what material you'd like to see next. See you in the next video.